My name is Professor Rottweiler. Of course, I'm not a real professor, but I would like it if you'd call me that during this tutorial. I'd like to introduce you to my assistant, Mr. Professor Rottweiler Jr. Please enter. Say hi.
Hi.
And dance. Okay. In this entry of this summer's math tutorial, you will not be learning any math. Instead, you will be learning to fish, metaphorically, of course. Let me see. Today, because we've only gone over it 3 times in class, I would like to review for you how to use the summer math packets. Of course, each of you has a series of math sheets in your binders that look something like this. On the front you will see impossible puzzle and a number. Directly under that you will have the problem. Most of these problems are designed to be too difficult for you to do on your own. So the first thing I would like you to do is read the problem very calmly. This one, for instance, says, if the sum of consecutive integers from negative 18 to n, inclusive, is 60, what is the value of n? Now you may be thinking, I have no idea what that means. It sounds like gibberish. That's okay, don't cry. Instead, slowly work your way through the problem and write your questions down on this side of the paper. For instance, here you might say, what does sum mean? And you would write, what does sum mean? You might also find yourself wondering what consecutive means. And you could again write consecutive. My assistant is not helping very much right now. Alright, so you'll work your way through the problem, asking question after question until you've asked enough questions to move on. The next part on this front sheet it says attempts and self-evaluation. We'll come back to this later, but basically each time you work your way through the problem, you'll enter in maybe the date. Maybe the first time you tried this problem was June 2nd, so you'll just put it here. Alright, now let me show you the second half, the back of the sheets. Alright, on the back of each sheet, if you turn your sheets over, you'll see the first thing you'll see is the actual correct answer to the problem. In this case, the answer is 21. Below that, you'll see the problem written out step by step. This problem only has 2 steps. So here's the first one, here's the second one. And next to that, you'll see a written description of why you do each of those steps. So, after you've written your questions, if you're still stuck and you cannot figure out the problem, turn the sheet over. There you will find the explanation of how to do the problem. Once you read through the explanation, and start to understand it a little bit, on scratch paper, do not write on the front of the sheet. On scratch paper, you will want to try to work your way through the problem. When you're done, check your answer to see if you got the one written on the top. Either way, if you did or didn't get the correct answer, count that as an attempt and enter your attempt on the front. Does that make sense? The important thing in the most important thing in this entire program is that you try to work your way through each problem 6 to 8 times throughout the summer. Okay, now you may ask me, well, what if I looked at the front and the back and asked the questions and I still don't know how to do the problem? I'm just totally confused. Well, 2 things. First, watch the videos. They'll look something like this, except for I will be actually teaching you math. If you're still stumped after the video, you can call your amazing professor, Professor Rottweiler, on the phone and say, hey, I'm working on puzzle number 6, and I'm confused. Can you help me out? Does that make sense? If you have any questions, rewatch the video 2 or 3 times. If you still don't get it, give me a call. Alright, well that's all for now. This is summermathpuzzles.blogspot.com video number 1. Thank you, and Happy math.